Good morning, ladies. We are still waiting for our special guest to join us. She's having a little difficulty getting in, but she thinks she's almost here. Thank you, sweetie. I am so... Hi, Michelle. Yes, I feel like a human being again. Hey, Clint. Hey, Kathleen. Hi, Shelly. Who else do we have here? Heidi. So glad you guys are here. Clint, I missed you guys. Hey, Jada, Shonda. Hi, guys. I missed you guys. Yeah, I actually feel human. Now, not 100%, tummy's still rocking and rolling, but you know what? That bed better let go of me because I'm done with it. 2 days in that sucker's long enough. Just saying. So, how is everybody? What's going on? I'm so glad to be back. Really, really, really I am. Couldn't tell you. I was having withdrawals. Can you imagine? I'm sick as a dog, and I'm worrying about getting online. Who's crazy? Just me. Yes, I'm crazy. So today we are going to have a special. Yeah, you going that too? Yeah. Glad it's Friday. Absolutely. Happy Friday, FSK. Hi, sweetie. Yeah. Glad it's Friday. Absolutely. Now, hopefully, this weekend I'll be able to get some videos done because I want to do the video. Hi, Wilma. I know, Jada. I'm sorry. I really am. I'm sorry. Didn't want to be there. Trust me. No, did not want to be there. Nope, did not. So I want to get to my tutorial. Oh, hey, Abby. I didn't see you sneak in. We're going to have to put a bell around your neck. She snuck in. Oh, I missed it too. I watched the video, the replay of it. What a gorgeous bottle. Holy cow. And I've been sitting here trying to figure out, okay, how am I going to do the wax thing? Because you know you got to try everything. I do. I know y'all are just like me. You want to try everything. How you doing, Abby? I see you went with Michelle yesterday. Bless your heart. I was supposed to be there. Couldn't make it. Just couldn't. But you rocked it, Michelle. You did. You did. It was awesome. I did get a chance to watch most of it. So beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So good. I'm glad to hear it. Doing good. Hey, Trish. Welcome, hon. Oh, it's so good to be back here chatting with you guys. I just can't even tell you. She sure did, Abby. She sure did. But she always does. She rocks it. And Marsha was there too. Hey, Claudette. Nice to see you too, sweetie. Yeah, I was so looking forward to meeting Marsha. And of course, you know, timing being what it is. She had to, oh, I know. I have to wear Depends when I'm around her. I'm just double checking. Yay, she's almost here. So I'm hoping she's going to pop in here and scare the snot out of me any minute. Just waiting for our guest to pop in there. Hey, Silverlease. Oh, yes, that's a dangerous place, Heidi. Hi, Stitchy. I am feeling so much better, guys. I feel like a whole new human being. No, I'm sorry, Shelly. I'm sorry. We're here for you, honey. We're here. Okay, hang on. Let me just... I have to send this link to our guest again. Let me see if she can sign in this way. She's trying, guys. She's trying. Who could our special guest be? Oh, did I hear somebody pop in? I found you!
Oh my gosh. I think I deserve an award for this.
I think you do too. Absolutely. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I'm going to click on you. Just click on your picture.
Okay.
This is our very own Angie C. She is our special guest today, guys. Say hi to everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Catherine. Yes, Shelly, we are keeping you in our prayers, sweetheart. Yes, poor little Angie was stuck out there in the virtual no man's land.
Yeah, it wasn't fun.
No.
I was in a vortex.
He was, and you guys know what that's like. You just spin, and there's just no escape.
Well, I use 90% of the time I use a Mac, so I'm gone now.
Adorable?
Thank you.
It's just so exciting to me to finally meet the person behind that bubbly personality.
I know, right? It's been so fun. I just love everybody.
And we love you. That's why I was so excited. Angie has been out of the state. You went to Vegas, right?
We did. So my daughter, so I have some notes too, because I'm one of those.
Well, good. She has notes. I just wing it.
I'm one of those people, Robin.
That's okay, honey. I should have them more.
Yeah.
There you go.
So I'll just maybe tell you a little bit about myself.
You do that, yes.
Okay. I'll give myself the interview.
Yes, you do, because you know you better.
Right. Okay, so I'm a wife, and I have 2 kids. I have a daughter who is 18, and she goes to college and plays softball, so that's where we were in Vegas. And then I have a 15-year-old son, and he's in high school, and he's a marksman, and he plays track. And that's about it.
Not look old enough to have children that old, my dear.
Oh, yeah, and I wore some bling for all you.
Yeah, and it's gorgeous. I know. Isn't that laugh the greatest? Shonda,
Yeah.
I don't know. Angie, do you have a link to YouTube? Do you have a YouTube?
I can look on my phone right now. We can go that way so I don't mess anything else up.
Yeah, Claudette says, "Oh my God, you look 18." Jada said 26.
Yeah, I kind of live at 27. That was my golden year there. But
yeah, so you're in a holding pattern right there forever.
Yeah.
Ruby says, "Hi, it's Angie. Hi, sweet lady."
Hello, everybody.
Yeah, Shelly says, "Watch out, Michelle will want that bling."
I know. I kind of was thinking about Michelle.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll get that link for you guys. But go ahead, Angie. Tell us about you, honey.
Okay. Let me try to get into here on my phone. Okay. Here, and I'll just mute that off. Okay, so now I can see people's chat. We're working with an iPhone and a PC here.
That's good, because a lot of people do that. Yes.
Okay, so I have been an artist since I was, I don't know, a little girl. And I grew up with my grandma, her babysitting us. And every day we go to her house, she would bake, we'd cook, and we'd shop every day. We'd clip coupons, and she was a sewer, so we did a lot of that stuff every day. And so I have a lot of creative people in my family. So it kind of started there, and then just I had an art teacher, and I fell in love with, oil painting, watercolors, acrylics. I'm kind of like one of those jack of all trades.
Mhm.
I want to learn everything.
Absolutely.
And if I don't know how to do it, I'll figure it out, kind of a person. Some of my favorite artists was, like Vincent van Gogh, Salvador Dali, Picasso, Rembrandt. Some newer artists that I like to follow is, I don't know if any of you heard of Jasonia. She's a folk artist. And Thomas Kincaid is one of the persons I love to
Ugh.
follow. Love his work. Painting with light is always something that fascinated me.
Me too.
And then I got married, had children. We lived in California for a little bit, and then got back to Montana, so that's where I'm at. So that's why I thought I'd dress up today, because in Montana you kind of just stay in like house clothes.
And there is not a thing wrong with that because kids be down, we all right off in our jammies.
All right.
Yes.
And then I fell in love with photography. So photography was my passion and still is my passion, but I had a full-blown business for about 5 years. And one of my bucket lists was to join competition, and I did that, and I was able to get to be one of the top 10 photographers in Montana.
You go, girl.
Yeah, so I've got some awards back there that you can't see, but anyway, so that was a big accomplishment for me. And then I kind of got out of it and started into like mixed media, whatnot, and wanted to take my photos to another level and alter them. So that's kind of a little thing that I do. And then I build the little houses that you see.
I love your little houses. They're so sweet.
That's kind of my bread and butter. I finally got into a art gallery with them. So that was another dream, is to always be in an art gallery. And so I accomplished that goal last year with my little houses. So that was great.
That is amazing. Well, you're a true inspiration, Angie. You've accomplished an awful lot in your short years.
Oh, I'm old.
Yeah, right. Look at this. This is old. Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm just playing. I'm not old. I refuse to get old. I am a Toys R Us kid.
I'm 27 still. And so, I'm using actually studio lighting right now, and it's a little dark, but it seems to work well. So I know you guys wanted some information about that.
So Claudette wants to know where we can see your houses.
Okay, so if you follow me at Lost Projects and Rescue Company on Facebook, that's where I post all my latest work. I don't have a website.
Okay, trying to get the link for you guys.
Thank you. And what's funny is I feel a little like, I don't know, I'm always the one behind the camera and never like in front of it.
It's a little awkward at first, but you're a ham.
I feel like an awkward duck, but it's fun.
You got this, girl. You're a ham. You got this. You just play that camera. Everybody's commenting on how beautiful your studio is.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you absolutely are. Yeah. Shelly said, Jada, it's bigger than our living room.
Oh gosh, I don't know about that. Well, so when we moved into this house about 10 years ago, I just had to have a space, and I had to choose extra bedroom or craft studio, and it went to that. So
Well, yeah, was there any other choice?
No, so parents sleep on cots.
There you go. Yeah, you only sleep there anyway, so why does it matter?
Yeah, right. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm not much for the color, but it works. It's fine. It gets the job done. So
yeah, Ruby said she's off to get Botox facelift. When I grow up, I want to look like Angie C.
Well, I want to sit next to you and Ruby. Right in the middle.
Well, yeah, I think that would be fun. We could squish her, Ruby. love you.
And then
We wouldn't do
I
that.
could paint with Ruby and then do shabby chic with you.
Oh my gosh, is she? Yeah. I know every time Ruby does a show, you know, with her painting, I'm like, where's my paints and my paintbrushes? I just want to get at it again. Used to
Well,
do it, and your folk art is gorgeous.
thank you. I appreciate it. I haven't picked up a paintbrush for 7 years until I met you guys.
Yeah, isn't it
So,
amazing how one little thing can trigger that?
well, it was kind of emotional for me when I met you guys because we kind of had a rough year, you know, and I kind of got out of doing photography and creating, and then I found Angela a few years ago, but I never subscribed. I'm kind of one of those people just stays in the background. I'm one of
Nice
those,
to have you come forward, honey.
and then just getting into your group, I just fell in love with how sweet everybody was and how caring. And I was always scared to post things, and not that I was scared of people commenting or critiquing, because I've been through critiquing. It's the internet world. It can be mean.
Right. And
I'm one of those.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm one of those people who are just. I want to be around people who are, generous, and I feel like without competition, there's no success.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I'm just.
I think we compete with ourselves, though. Like trying to better.
Yeah, and I was always one of my worst critics, and
we all
an
are.
art teacher had told me if I point out my flaws, then people will see them, but if I don't, the normal eye will never catch the flaws that
Exactly.
that. So.
And
Yeah,
there's
so
no such thing as perfection.
no, actually, one of my favorite quotes, because I have quotes, was let's see here. Let's see, where did it go? Oh, have no fear of perfection. You'll never reach it.
There you go. We should get t-shirts.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite quotes. Because I used to be a perfectionist. I'm very detailed in my work. But mixed media has been fun for me because there's no boundaries. There's no right or wrong.
There isn't. It's just total freedom of creativity on every level.
Yeah, so I really enjoy encaustics, and I don't know if you know what you kind of asked me what that was, what encaustics was.
I have been wanting to learn more about that, so maybe Angie can show us how to do that.
I would love to. It can be frustrating, but it's fun, and it's kind of like Angela did something with bottles with wax.
Yes.
It's kind of like that, but it's a different kind of medium. It's resin and beeswax put together.
Ooh.
And yeah, so it makes it harder. It's like a harder medium. Mm-hmm. But what you can do is kind of, it's kind of on the same path. But you get a substrate, and then you lay your wax down, and then you can embed things. Like I like to embed my photography in wax.
Oh, you've got to show us. I think a tutorial is another.
Well, I have like this. This is something it was my very first one.
Oh, but that's cool. I love the texture.
Yeah, there's a lot of texture. I was just playing around and seeing how like it worked. But and then you can carve into it and put oil paints in it and then rub it off. And then you've got to fuse each layer with a heat gun or a torch.
Awesome.
See, the torch is what scared me.
Yeah, I think I have to stay away from the torch. Not sure my hubby would let me even play with that.
Well, I started small. I got one of those creme brulee torches. And so yeah, so I don't know if there's any questions like people want to ask me or
okay. I'm scrolling back up through because you got me on encaustic. I wasn't paying attention to the
I could talk.
chat.
I really could.
Okay, Shonda said, I want to come live with you all for a month at a time. Who will take me first? Yes, Soleil, I am feeling better, sweetheart. Thank you. And I wasn't going to miss this day with Angie because we've been planning this for
Like 4 weeks, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, about a month. Yeah, for sure.
But I had to go to Vegas, so.
Yeah. And you know, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, Silverleaf wants to know, when can we count on your first tutorial? You know, this is a rough group. They want it now.
I know, right?
I know.
On what? On what?
Well, I would say the encaustic.
Encaustic? Okay. I can do
Yeah.
something. My kind of goal is to do something once a month at least.
That
Um,
sounds
so,
like a wonderful goal.
yeah, because I like tutorials, but they make me nervous. And then one other thing is I'm like a perfectionist editing. I need to just let it go. It's just
Right. But you know what we've all found? Most of us have found that the bloopers are what people want to see. You know,
yeah,
if somebody messes up, you have the opportunity to say, hey, this is how you can fix it. Or
yeah,
make it a frisbee. Start over. You know,
exactly.
yeah, Jennifer said, yes, encaustic, please, Angie.
I would definitely do that. And like I said, it's kind of a takeoff on like what Angela did the other day.
Which
But
just
is beautiful.
totally had me. I'm watching
Yeah.
that one. Okay,
If
now
I
that
could
looks like fun.
if I could dip you, Robbin, in wax, I would.
Oh,
That's
thank you so much, because I would look much better. I know that it would be good for my wrinkles. Actually, that's, you know, I read an article. Somebody had sent me, it might have been Shelley, that because I do get arthritis, like in these joints right here. And she said that hot paraffin wax is very good for that. And it also smooths your skin really well. So dip away, baby, dip away.
dip you in there, yeah.
Just dip me. And then you can carve it. We could carve away stuff that shouldn't be there. Yeah. I
Oh
like
my
it. I'll be your guinea pig.
yeah, we'll just put a little bit in here and pat it in
There you
there.
go. Hi, Sandra. Yeah, Jada says dip her. Um, who else wants dipped? I think everybody wants dipped. Hi, Nicole. Yeah, Patsy and Ruby are fighting.
Of who gets dipped first.
No, Patsy's or Ruby's chasing Patsy with a frying pan. Those two
Gosh.
crack me up.
They do. Yeah, and it's funny because I just wanted to give a shout out to Ruby because I pushed her to do those flower paintings and she did so amazing.
She?
I just admire her and how she just makes people feel good, and pushes them to be better and how much support you give people, Robbin. It's overwhelming.
That's what it's all about, though, sweetie. That is really what it's all about. We're just like the banner in the group, women empowering women, because that's what we need. And there's so many incredibly talented ladies out there, and I just want everybody to have a chance to get to know all of you, because you just rock, and you guys are beautiful. I mean, from inside out, you're beautiful, seriously beautiful. And when I tell you guys I truly care about you, I mean that from the bottom of my heart, because
Me too. Me too.
you guys make this family. This isn't a group. To me, this is family. It sincerely is,
Well, I never thought of this in a million years. Like, I never even commented on people's videos. Not because I didn't want to, or, I just, like I said, I was one of those artists that kind of was like, I called myself a closet artist.
Yes.
I think some artists are like that. I'm very social, but I'm kind of reclusive in a little bit of a way, in a strange way, where I just kind of get lost down here, and I do it for me, but it's so fun to get out and do it for other people. I never thought I'd be in an art gallery either. So
that's an amazing thing to have accomplished, especially with your minis. What was the name of your group again? I didn't find it, sweetie.
Oh, my Facebook page?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's called Lost Projects and Rescue Company.
All right, let me go find it right now, because I want, there we go. I want to share this with everybody so they can see the work that you do.
Oh, thank you.
Because it's gorgeous. It really is.
Thank you. Well, it's I like to do everything. It's
Me
kind of
too.
my husband puts up with me very well. I'll have an idea or I'll see something and want to put my own spin on it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to do encaustics like right now. And I'm kind of like Ruby. I go online like, okay, I need this and I need this and I need this, and then my cart is really full and I have to like go back and like take a few things out of the cart.
I am horrible at shopping because I'll go through with my list. I'll put everything in the cart, and the closer I get to checkout, the more comes out. I don't need this
Yeah,
right now. I can get that later.
I know. Sometimes I go on a shopping spree where I have to have it all because I just want to do it all. But sometimes an art isn't about having everything. It's just
Exactly.
crazy
It's
with what you
learning to
have.
work with what you have. Exactly.
Yeah, and so those little houses, I find junk. It's a lot of just junk. I had somebody, I can't remember her name, ask me how I make them, but it's just really just wood and junk, and
Yeah.
they're cheap to make, and they sell really well, and so people just find. I have one lady, and I don't remember her name, but she has bought 5 already. And
Oh,
she's like a
that's
little
wonderful.
collector. So
That's wonderful.
yeah, and I thought, everybody's done something fun um on their interview, so I thought like we could do later on we could pick a number and or I don't know how we do that, pick a number, but and then I would make somebody a little house.
Oh,
Do
what
like
a wonderful idea. Oh, I'm so jealous of you guys. See, when you're the interviewer, that's wonderful. That is so sweet of you, Angie. Who likes
yeah.
that idea, guys? Ruby says, good thing Hubs and I have money, or I'd have to mortgage the birds, dog, kids, cars, my clothes. Yeah, Ruby is already guessing
She's
numbers.
already going, she's cheating.
Yes,
She tells us
yeah,
to
look it
wait.
up. Me, Angie. I sell my grands for art supplies. Ruby said, did I win? Michelle Scott's going. Oh boy, somebody time Ruby out. Yeah.
I know,
Yes,
and she's
you
always the
guys.
one telling us to wait.
Exactly. I'm with you, Misty. Thrift store shopping, flea markets,
Yep,
um, and one of my favorite places to go is a hardware store.
me too. And you know where else is the rescue? It's Habitat for Humanity.
Yes, we have those here too.
Yep, those are the best places. I'm one of those people with a bun in my hair and house clothes on digging, and I
Hmm.
come out looking like a big rust.
Yes, yes, that's exact. I mean, you put me in a mall and I break out in hives. You put me in someplace like that, and I'll be in there for hours digging, just
Yeah,
digging.
same, me too. And my
I hate
husband comes with
malls. I hate that, the commercialized stuff. I love the stuff that's just comes out of here and comes into that.
and one thing, I've been doing like I flip furniture too. I know I do it all. Oh my goodness,
Yes, you do.
I need help. Um, but I flip furniture too, and so that was fun. I got to try it, and I upcycle stuff. Um,
Mm-hmm.
now I have like a little booth downtown where I just add a few things here and there. But when I lived in California, there was all these junk stores, and I took advantage of this little guy who had a huge junk store. I would go in there and just raid his place, and then he would ask me how much, and I'd be like, how about $30? He'd be like, okay.
Bless his heart. Well, he made $30. You felt good, so it was a win-win. Because
Yeah,
I mean, the reality of it is, how many people are going to go in and buy $30 worth of junk? So that's
right.
not really taking advantage. You probably made the biggest sale he's had in a while.
Probably. And he just kind of like was like a junk hoarder, but it was like heaven for me. So, and I'm really attracted to stuff with texture and rust. If
Mm-hmm.
if it doesn't come rusted or I don't find it, I'll figure out how to rust it. Or
Exactly. And that's another good thing for people to learn how to do is how to rust it yourself.
yeah,
Because I mean, it is time consuming. It can be a little stinky, but it is doable.
It is
Absolutely
doable.
doable.
Yeah. And so, or I'll leave like wood outside, and we just took down our fence, and
Oh,
I kept it all of it.
oh. There is a big old barn over here that is falling in disrepair, but they're trying to rebuild it. So the only thing that stopped me is they have a great big dog.
Oh,
They have it like in this big old wooden cart, like they're going to burn it.
uh-huh.
And I want to go up to the door and say, please, 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 can I have it? Please, can I have it?
I know.
Nothing
Either that
better
or
than barn wood.
that's either that or I make my husband go do it. I'm like, just go ask.
Yeah, just go up there and ask. Claudette
And
said her joints are rusty.
I also scour the river. I live next, like by the Yellowstone River, and so I will scour that for weathered wood,
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. So yeah,
Cool rock.
yeah, and that's a lot of the other things that I get from my little houses. I try to incorporate some kind of piece of wood that I found from the river that was washed up.
Especially in your little house scenes, because
Yep.
I've seen the weathered wood in a lot of them,
Yep.
and it just gives it that rustic feel.
Yep. And I lean towards the muted colors a little
Mm-hmm.
bit but I do like some pops of colors, but I'm kind of boring.
No, because neutral sells. I mean, you can't be
Yeah,
color specific because not every market responds to that.
right.
You have to have some neutral, because what are you going to do if somebody doesn't like your pink and yellow?
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
you may love it.
Yeah, I try to stay in the, in color harmony, but I do lean towards muted colors more.
Me
Um,
too.
that's just where I tend up going, and I do like pops of color though, now and then. But
Yeah, I do. I do.
one thing that's
And
funny is I'm a collector of keys. So
I love
if
keys.
anybody ever finds any keys, let me know.
That is a cool thing to have though, because mixed media.
Keys and locks. I'll show you. I collect them. So here's my locks. Like
Oh,
big,
cool.
yeah. And then yeah, so I don't know if you guys ever have heard that. And so here's my bowl of keys.
Oh, that's so cool. The artist's dream.
I know, right? I just think I think keys are kind of cool. They've got like a mysteriousness to them,
They
like
do.
where they've been, how many
What's
hands have they been
open?
in? Yeah. What doors did they open? Maybe we don't want to know some of the doors, but
Yeah, there might be all kinds of things come tumbling out we really don't want to see. But
but
that's part of the imagination. Sandra
yeah.
said I have a bunch of old keys. I can send them to you, Angie.
Oh, I will pay you for your keys.
Oh, Patsy says you can make wind chimes from keys. That's a cool
You can.
idea.
And I've made necklaces out of them too.
Yeah,
Out of the
Jennifer said she collects them.
Oh, really?
And yeah. And SK said, oh, keys. Yeah, I think I don't think people realize you hit it right on the head, though, when you said that it's the mystery of the keys. The same thing with locks, really.
I
You know,
love locks.
when you think about what did that lock keep in?
Yeah. And so,
What is the
like,
mystery?
sometimes I want to use them, but sometimes I don't know. I like to look at them. What's a cool story? I grew up in if you guys ever Google Butte, Montana, you really should. It's a lot of cool history. At one time, it had 100,000 people there. And anyways, I grew up in a Victorian home. You guys will probably all love to know that.
Oh, yeah.
And so it was a 3-story Victorian home, and the architecture always changed throughout the years. My house, where I grew up in, was over 100 years old. And my brother and I were playing one night, and we went into the closet. He was playing hide and go seek, and he went into the closet and down a corridor, and I went to go find him down there, and we found like a knob, and we opened it, and there was like this room, and then it had stairs going down into the dirt. So what it was a tunnel ran through my house underneath the streets, and then it would go to other people's houses. Yeah, so it was during like the Prohibition era, you know, where they ran alcohol, and so a lot of people would run alcohol underneath the streets of Butte because it was an old mining town.
How cool is that?
And so we would run to like my friends' houses and whatnot up, you know, up the block and what.
That sounds like so much fun. So, were there any ghosts?
No, it's just like a dirty tunnel. Not that I know of. Maybe I kind of felt my house is a little bit haunted, but nothing ever happened.
I know. I am fascinated by old homes. Fascinated.
Yeah, it was
like nothing that can be duplicated today. Nothing.
Yep. And then right across the street from my house was mansions, big mansions. If you guys ever, you know, want to know the history of where I grew up, it's really cool history. So
yeah, that sounds like it would be an amazing place to grow up.
It was a lot of fun.
It certainly would be. Ruby is hitting her sister and she's crying.
Oh no, those two.
I know, they just crack me up.
They don't quit, I'm gonna dip them in wax.
There you go. Yes, they do, Sandra. Yeah, well, Ruby said if you want texture, just wait till she puts on makeup. Then she's got lots of texture. Yeah. I have plenty of texture. It's called cottage cheese. Yeah, it's called cottage cheese. And I don't even like cottage cheese anymore because it negative connotations of trying to eat it.
There's filters. There's filters for that, Ruby. Just throw a filter on your face and they'll smooth it out.
There you go. Yeah, Patsy said, yes, wax me. Wax me.
I'm trying to read
what did Michelle say?
That's what I love about this group. I love to be silly. I'll never act.
Me too. And I have found the perfect group of women to be silly with. You know, without fear, without judgment, without reservation, you can totally be you. Yeah. And that's what I love about it.
I've never talked so much online than I have with you guys.
That's wonderful though. You feel comfortable enough to do that, you know, and that's what I love about it, you know, because like you said earlier, the internet can be a scary place. You know, there's kooks out there, there's meanies out there. But then when you find the right group, you know, all that just sort of fades in the background.
Yeah, you know? And it's so fun to be silly, you know, and
oh yeah.
Nobody gets hurt feelings or, you know, we're just, you know, sometimes I used to go overboard and then I had to learn to have a little bit of a filter.
Just a little one though. Yeah. We don't want to squish any creativity of any kind. I know. Yeah, we can't be squishing creativity. So filter, I have to filter sometimes.
I can get kind of crazy in chat because I want to say so much.
I know. Shelly, we've got you in our prayers, sweetie. If y'all don't mind, I just want to lift Shelly up in prayer for just a minute. Heavenly Father, we come as one to lift Shelly Martin up in prayer for you, Lord. Please touch her body, heal her of anything that may be there that shouldn't be, Lord. Restore her to complete health, Lord. Wrap her in your arms, surround her with your love and protection. Lord, we believe in what your word says, wherever two or more of us are gathered in your name, there you will be. We believe in your powers and we thank you for everything that you do, Lord. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Yes.
That was beautiful, Robbin. Yes.
Oh, thank you.
That is another reason why that I'm here. I'm a very spiritual, you know, Christian who loves to surround herself with other strong women who are strong in their faith. That's very important to me.
Absolutely.
So that was another reason why I was so drawn to all you ladies.
Well, you know, we're nothing without him.
Nothing. I truly believe that. I actually was saved, about 6 years ago, and I got rebaptized and really found the faith. And my life has been so much happier since I've done that.
I'm so covered in goosebumps right now. Literally, my hairs are literally, you probably can't see it.
Yeah.
They're literally standing on end. And
Yeah,
that to me is that small voice that you have to listen to. You have to hear it.
It really is. And, if you don't listen, you don't get help.
That's right.
Sometimes I feel like people don't want to believe in God because they don't want to stop what they're doing or being called out,
Call me anything you want, because I know where I stand.
Yeah, and it's not that I'm perfect, and God doesn't want you to be perfect.
We're all a work in progress.
Exactly.
Just imagine when we get there, though. I mean, really?
I'm kind of excited. I used to be scared to death, but I was like, if you do right on earth, that is your gift,
Absolutely.
So yeah, so that's kind of my take on, being rebaptized and making that decision for myself a few years ago.
Hi,
and my fault.
Have a great weekend, hon.
Oh yes, who's leaving?
SK Crafter is leaving.
Oh, bye, SK. And thank you for your card. It was beautiful.
Yeah. It is believing in God, and I don't care who knows it. If I lose people because of that, then they're in the wrong place anyway.
Oh, and that's happened to me. And Jeff and I, my husband's name is Jeff too. We go to a marriage mentor through our church, and he said that you will have a target on your back.
Oh yeah.
But one thing that I have found is that I get complimented about how humbled I am, and I'm not humbled. I am humbled, but it's just giving everything to God what makes me humble.
Absolutely. I mean, and I think that's one of the reasons why I love the ocean so much, because it is the most humbling place, in my opinion, to be. You just sit there and you look at the majesty of it, and I get lost because I start thinking about the creation of it all, and you feel so small and insignificant, and yet you're an equal partner with that ocean, in the scheme of life. It's just, I'm getting deep. Shut up, Robbin.
I love deep. Get deep in that wax, Robbin.
Yeah, sometimes I just go off the deep end, and you just got to slap me and say, come back to earth, Robbin. Come back.
I lived, like I said, I lived by the ocean for 6 years. But now I live up in the mountains, and I love both. I got to experience.
I do too. I've never been to Montana, but I have been to Wyoming.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
The majesty of the mountains in the West is just incomparable. Incomparable.
Yeah, we kind of get a bad rap up here that we still drive the wagons and whatnot, but that's okay.
I'm okay riding a wagon. I threaten all the time to go back to the Amish ways.
Me too. I don't mind the wagon. Yeah, it's
that's good. Shonda said we're all a piece of art that God crafts on every day.
Exactly.
That's wonderful.
That's beautiful.
Very, very well put, honey. Very well put.
I agree.
Absolutely. Let's see. I was trying to see if there's any other. Do you guys have any other questions for Angie? You are so unnatural for this, girlfriend.
I
am? You are. You're just so relaxed and at ease, like you've been doing this forever.
Oh my gosh. At first I was like, my husband was like, I don't know how to do this Google Hangout. I've never hung out online. I'm usually at the
now you know exactly how to do it. You're an old pro at it, and it's, I mean, once you get in, it's like piece of cake.
And then I was trying, I use FaceTime, and then some of my online friends have Skype, so I had to relearn all that, and I was like, oh my goodness. So
absolutely.
Some of my favorite tools, like I know people ask what's your favorite tools, and the glue gun, and you guys all gave your glue guns names, and so I thought Mr. Blue will be mine.
There you go. I haven't named mine. I'm very negligent.
I
feel like
know. I
I
never
feel
thought about
negligent because I don't
it.
have a name for my glue gun.
I love my drill and my palette knife. And I don't know if you guys have one of those caterpillar cutters. Have you? I don't know
No,
if
but
you
I've heard good things about it.
love that. It's my favorite. And antiquing gel. If I could antique you and wax you, I would, Robin.
Thank you. I'm already antique, honey. Yeah,
If I
already antique, but you could dip me.
could dip you.
Yeah, you could dip me. Oh, Jada said her glue gun is named Chuck.
Chuck.
Chuck. And Angie or Ruby wants to know, Angie, when's your first live show?
Whenever you guys will do a panel for me.
Well, you got that. That's a given. That's a given. Definitely.
What does Ruby want to know how to do? She knows how to do everything already.
Yeah, Ruby, what is it that you want to know how to do?
Yes, Ruby.
Tell us, Ruby. And Misty wants to know any ideas what you will do for your first live show, Angie?
Maybe encaustics. Maybe we could do that.
I love that idea. Anybody else excited about that? Yes. Yes.
It's a fun medium, and you have to look at the history of encaustics too. It goes back to the Egyptian years.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
Yeah. Just read the history of encaustics.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody's going. Everybody's going, yeah. Oh, Ruby, give me a break. She goes, don't put me on the spot. Haha, I don't know everything. Surprise me. You're one talented lady too, Angie.
I just enjoy watching you guys. And I just enjoy Ruby. She's just so funny. And I just love how she will dive into anything to try it. Even after I sent her all those flower pans, like, Ruby, do this.
Well, and you know, what amazes me the most about Ruby is that smile of hers and those dimples of hers and the big heart of hers. I am so blessed to call her friend. I sincerely am. Yeah, Shonda said, now that you know how to do this, you need to do a live show soon. Yes, Jennifer said, this is so awesome, Angie. So I'm so happy to see your beautiful face and hear your laughter.
Oh, Taylor, thank you. She's a sweetie. I really enjoyed conversations with her.
Oh, Shonda said, I have to name my glue gun. Okay, here's what we'll do. You guys pick the name of my glue gun. You guys start naming names, and Angie gets to pick it. Angie gets to select from the names given.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, so you guys go. You start naming names. Throw out some names, and Angie will pick the one that she likes, and that will be the name of my glue gun. So, Sylvester, George, Anthony. Oh, that is too funny. Come on, guys. I know you got this in ya.
Yeah. So Sylvester's pretty funny.
I like Sylvester so far, yeah. And then I could name my heat gun Tweety.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good one. They work hand in hand. I do love my heat gun too. That's another tool. I love everything.
Mr. Avatropolis. I can't say that, Jada. Monique Fester.
You would be tongue-tied trying to look for that thing.
I know it. Ruby said her mom always called her Hilda when she was young.
Oh my gosh.
Thing? Sandra said call it Thing. Felicia said Ephus.
Ephus.
Fester. Is it a girl or a boy? I haven't checked, Kathleen. How do you tell? I'm not sure how to determine if one's glue gun is
I don't know.
Shonda said, name your glue gun Tweety. Muffin.
Muffin. Oh my gosh.
Oh, Muffin.
I think Muffin is Muffin and Sylvester so far.
Just call it a hot mess, Ruby said.
Mr.
It is a hot mess too. Okay, so
Okay,
Shonda
so
says Tweety.
okay.
So
I,
if you
I'm
guys
thinking
are done, I'm gonna. Oh, Lucy, Bert, Bert,
bird.
Bert. Short handle, Felicia. It's the Surebonder detailed tip glue gun
Yeah,
cookie.
the blue one.
Now you just made me want a cookie, Misty. Aw, muffin.
I'm thinking muffin or Sylvester.
Yeah, well, I could name one muffin and one Sylvester. I could name the glue gun muffin and the heat gun Sylvester, or vice versa.
Which one's more manly to you?
The heat gun is definitely more manly. Monster.
Okay, so let's call the heat gun Sylvester and your or no, let's call your glue gun Sylvester.
Okay.
And then your heat gun muffin.
Okay, we got it. Angie has named my tools. Thank you, guys. That was awesome. Okay, so glue gun is Sylvester, and then the heat tool is muffin. Okay,
Muffin.
you guys keep me straight. Yeah, I like it too. Yeah, so thank you guys for all those suggestions, for Angie for naming my tools. Now my tools they're not nameless. I feel like a better mom now to my tools. So,
yeah. The other thing I love to do is gosh, there's so much stuff. Plaster. That's another love. Is plaster. Working with plaster.
We're gonna have to have you go live and just maybe I'll do with you what Michelle did to me. Put you in the hot seat.
Put me in the hot seat, yeah.
That was so much fun, guys. I can't even tell you. She cracked me up.
Yeah, Michelle's so funny.
I needed a piddle pad, like she calls it, the piddle pad.
I know. I was about needing a piddle pad trying to sign up for Google, whatever I signed up for to get on here.
Yeah, I love that name, Jada, but I can't say it. Mr. Avatropoulos.
Yeah, you'd be messing that all up.
Yeah, I would be totally wrecking it. So, Angie, did you want to put a number in the Skype or in our chat right here in Google Hangout? Over to the right-hand side is group chat.
Where's that at?
Right over on the right-hand side, group chat.
Okay.
Okay, just put a number in there.
Okay. Let's see. And it'll just go to you, right?
Yep, nobody else will see it.
Okay, let's see here. Okay.
Got it. Okay, ladies, you know the drill by now. We are going to have you guess between 1 and 100. Yes, Ruby, you can play too.
Yes, she can play.
You silly girl. You can all play. There are no restrictions here today because this is Angie. Okay, so you're going to be playing for an Angie original. I just want you to let it sink in for a minute. Just sink in. So you guys know the drill. When I type the word go, Bert and Ernie, Shonda's still guessing names. Okay, on your mark, get set. Jennifer, that doesn't count. I didn't type go yet. Okay, on your mark, get set, go. Michelle is always first out of the gate, I swear.
Yes, she is.
I don't know what kind of internet connection she has, but daggone.
High speed.
Whoa, they're really rolling now. Look at it go. Woohoo! Go, girls, go. And gents. Sorry. Ooh. Whoa, 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 whoa. I see it. We have a winner.
Yep.
You want to announce the winner, sweetie?
Yes, if it's the same one I'm seeing. Nicole McDonough, is that how you say it?
Yeah, that's it. Congratulations, Nicole. The winning number was 5.
I know, right? 5.
Yay, Nicole. I'm a little jelly. Just have to tell you. Congratulations, sweetie. You'll have to get a hold of Angie via PM after the show. And make sure that you go. Let me put her link in Facebook in here again, just in case Shell didn't get it. Because sometimes chat moves really quickly and you miss it. So I'm going to put that in there. Go and check out. Oh, see, you're a big dummy, Robin. Sometimes it'll let me do it one way and the next time it won't. So there is the link to Angie's Facebook group.
Thank you for doing that.
Oh, yeah, we loved having you. Absolutely. Look at Patsy. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Ruby said, I'm a sore loser. She's crying.
Maybe I should make Ruby and Patsy one, and they can cut it in half.
There you go. They can each get half. That is so funny. So I just, Nicole said, thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
That is going to be so much fun. You have to share pictures when you get it, Nicole. That's the rule. You have to share it because we want to see. Stupid time.
It'll be fun.
I know. Patsy said Ruby would keep it all. Bye, Jen. Have a great weekend, sweetie. Bye. So, Angie, I just want to thank you personally for coming on here. It has been an absolute pleasure for me for all of us to get to know you, but I'm looking forward to a lot more of seeing that beautiful face, teaching us lots and lots of creative things. So whenever you want to do your first live show, count me in because I will be right there with you.
Thank you.
Absolutely, we'll be there with you.
Without you and Ruby, I would have never done a video. Oh my goodness. Like I said, I was a closet artist, and now I'm just like, look at me, look at me.
The doors have sprung. It's about time. Nobody should be a closet girl. Nobody.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely nobody should.
I hope that other people, get inspired from your group and from me to like come out and show their creativity, and that this is a safe group to do that in. And
absolutely.
And critiquing is good. I would love to critique people's work for them. I've done it for years in photography, critiquing students' work, or in anything, and you don't have to take my opinion or not, but I think critiquing is really good for people, especially people who are shy, or want to know a technique or do something different, so I don't know everything, but I can try to figure it out.
But sometimes an extra set of eyes enables you to see things from a different perspective.
Exactly.
Not just in art, but in life too.
Yeah, like, I'm willing to try everything. Like right now I'm trying to teach myself how to do brush letter art because I think it's beautiful and I love to write. So that's what I'm trying to learn right now.
You're amazing, Angie. There's no stopping this one.
And more painting, more rose mauling.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Angie, thank you so much.
Okay. Yes.
I'm going to have to run because the tummy's starting to rumble a bit.
Oh, no. We don't want that.
Well, I'm tougher than it. I'll win.
I hope you feel better. You look a lot better.
I feel a lot better. I actually feel human again. So
good. We don't want the monster, Robbin.
No, she's ugly.
Never. Okay, yeah.
Okay,
it was
ladies, have a wonderful weekend. God bless you. I love you all. Keep each other lifted in prayer, and God bless you.
God bless everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.